Mount Rushmore, and we're actually heading home to California to catch a flight to our 5th and final national park destination, Hawai'i Volcanoes National Park. So let's get going.
West Coast kid.
Well, we've arrived at Hawai'i Volcanoes National Park here in beautiful Hawaii. The humidity here is a little high, so my hair looks a little wild. Well, we're here at the Visitor Center, and let's learn about the volcanoes that exist here on the island. Hawai'i Volcanoes National Park became a national park in 1916. It is made up of 2 volcanoes, Mauna Loa, which is the Earth's largest volcano, and Kilauea, which is considered Earth's most active volcano. Both volcanoes are still active and still erupting, or can still erupt. This national park is brimming with life. Tropical plants, grassy meadows are homes to birds and other wildlife. It's a picture of an erupting volcano. When a volcano erupts, hot lava begins to flow. It can destroy anything in its path. In Hawaii, the lava can flow until it reaches the ocean. As it flows into the ocean, the lava cools and turns into rock. A constant flow of lava into the water has resulted in the island growing even bigger. So the island starts widening and getting bigger. People come to visit Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park and even take boat tours to see lava pouring into the ocean. Just imagine how hot that lava must be. It's pouring into the ocean. You can see all that steam rising up. So all that lava is going to harden into rock. When visiting the park, you can observe the Kilauea crater. When visitors come to see Mount Kilauea, they expect to see a very big and very tall mountain. Instead, they find a massive crater, which is like a hole in the earth. You can see all the steam rising up here. What a sight to see. You can see steam rising from the Kilauea crater in Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park. Keeping your distance is best. Volcanoes also emit or put off gases that are dangerous for living things to breathe, so you want to stay away. Oh, this is our friend Al. Aloha Al. He went with me to see Hawai'i Volcanoes National Park a few years ago when I visited for the first time with some friends. When the Kilauea crater is active, lava can be seen glowing and steaming. And this picture you can see was taken in the evening time, and you can see that glowing orange from the lava that's down in the crater. Lots of people like to stay in the evening so that they can see that happen. When lava flows from a volcano, it eventually cools and hardens. Sometimes when this happens, lava tubes and caves can form, making for an amazing sight to explore. Now, my friends and I were driving around the island and we saw this little cave on the side of the road, so we pulled over to take a closer look. So you can see a little space was created and hollowed out when the lava flowed there and hardened, made a hollow space. The flowing lava that has now hardened in the ocean actually makes the island bigger over time. So this is the edge where lava has flowed into the ocean and hardened into rock. That's what you see here. And it meets the ocean. So this is the edge where the rock has poured into the ocean, or where the lava poured into the ocean and hardened into rock. Where the lava has met the ocean, you can find an amazing variety of marine life. As you see here, Aloha Owl has made a new friend. It's a very still crab. Now, I'm a big fan of always leaving wildlife alone and not touching it. So this crab was one that we found that maybe a bird chomped on a little bit, so he was very, very still, which is why Aloha Owl was able to get so close. All over the island of Hawaii, lava rock can be found. It is black and can be very jagged and sharp. So be careful and make sure you wear the right kind of shoes when you're exploring. You can see Aloha Owl there climbing up the rock. It's amazing that plants can grow where lava has hardened into rock. Lava can carry minerals that can eventually go into the soil, but it takes a while for the lava rocks to break down. Once the rocks break down into small pieces and minerals sink into the soil, it becomes possible for plants to grow. And in order for any plants to be able to grow on lava rock, they have to be really, really strong types of plants. Otherwise, it takes a lot of time and you have to be patient and wait to see the change happen and new plants flourish and grow. In Hawaii, you can visit the Black Sand Beach. This sand is made from lava. When hot lava reaches cool water, it can shatter into teeny tiny sand-like pieces. The Black Sand Beach is a very unique, must-see place in Hawaii. You can see Aloha Owl in there with his friends. We've got Phil the Pharaoh, Johnny Utah, and his astronaut buddy. They buried themselves in the sand. So fun. The Green Sand Beach is another one-of-a-kind sight to see. The green sand, yes, green sand, is also a result of volcanoes. The sand is actually crystal. The nearby volcanic cliffs are eroding or breaking down over time. And as a result, the tiny gem-like sand particles continue to collect on the beach. So these cliffs nearby have been there for thousands of years, and they're slowly eroding away and breaking down. And inside of it are minerals or crystals that break down into small pieces to make sand. So pretty. One thing I've learned by traveling to national parks is that it's always fun to visit these places with family and friends. Do you recognize that friend? It's Miss Silva and Miss Erin and Miss Bittaker, all teachers too. We were so lucky to get to travel here together a few years ago. Here's one more picture. If you ever get a chance to travel to a really cool place with your family or friends, try to do it. It's an experience you'll never forget. All right, now it's time for us to go outside and explore the different animals and wildlife that live in Volcanoes National Park and also around the island of Hawaii. Let's go. Let's see what we're gonna find today. A gigantic humpback whale. A humpback whale. What a sight! And this humpback whale's even breaching out of the water. Humpback whales are named for the big hump on their back. These animals are massive, and they travel the ocean and migrate almost all year long. But in Hawaii, they like to visit in the wintertime when they breed and find mates and even give birth to their babies. So anytime you're here in the wintertime, you might be able to see humpback whales in the ocean off the coast of Hawaii. A carnivorous caterpillar. Carnivorous caterpillars are such amazing insects. Now these guys are very unique because they're carnivores, so they like to eat other insects. And since they're so good at camouflaging and blending in with their surroundings, they can actually ambush their prey. These guys will eventually turn into a moth and live a pretty short life. But while they're alive, they're pretty amazing. Hawaiian hoary bat. The Hawaiian hoary bat is an endangered species. These bats are nocturnal, which means they hunt at night, and they like to hunt insects. They also like to hang out in trees or roost in trees. Now, since they're an endangered species, that means there's very few of them left. And this guy is one of the last native land mammals to live on the Hawaiian Islands. So they're pretty special. Wow, a nene. This is the state bird of Hawaii. Last week we learned about American symbols. Well, this guy is a symbol for the state of Hawaii. He is a herbivore, and he might even be a relative of the Canada goose. This bird can be seen around the Hawaiian Islands, but it was endangered. Now the numbers are going up again, so now they're just considered a critical species, no longer endangered. But that still means there's a few of them, not a lot. So we want to make sure that we keep these guys safe and healthy and alive. Sure is windy here in Hawaii. A hawksbill sea turtle. A hawksbill sea turtle. We learned about these guys just a couple weeks ago. A hawksbill sea turtle is an endangered species, so there's not a lot of them. They live in the waters off the coast of Hawaii and can even be seen on the beaches near Volcanoes National Park. Now these guys are really special. You don't want to touch them if you see them, and you want to keep your distance and leave them alone. They're a very special sea turtle. Well, I hope you had a great week traveling the United States with me. We went to 5 different national parks and saw amazing wildlife and really unique rock formations, mountains. It was wonderful. Just remember, anytime you visit a national park or a state park, or maybe if you're just out for a hike, make sure to respect the land that you're on, don't touch the wildlife, and always throw away your trash. Now to relax under the beautiful Hawaiian sun.